check out how I did that. You see how I did that?
You're smooth.
Yeah, like that.
Smooth.
Yeah, that's it. But you know what? Anytime I'm wanting some good home-cooked food, I go to Muddeers.
Hey, that's my cousin.
Is that right?
Elbert Penson. Yeah. I'm kidding everybody.
Yeah, we need to get Elbert up in here so we can do Muddeers drop up here.
Let him do some catering, but don't let them folks next door come.
Now, we're going to have to go in and bogart them in a minute. We really going to have to do that. We ought to just go Facebook Live of us. We're going to cut the show, and we're going to go over there and crash the party and everything. Go
straight up.
Who you got over there, man? That's Vinny Vegas.
Vinny Vegas.
Vinny Vegas, Vinny Vegas, if you're listening in on the Fishbowl Radio Network, how can they listen in to Vinny Vegas?
They can go to www.fbrn.us and click on the blue stream right there on the main page.
All right. Okay. We got that going on. We got Byron Temple, who is listening in and who's tuned in. Beta Tau Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, which is the oldest and coldest fraternity known to mankind. I believe it's next week. I think it's Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. Thursday, there is the political forum. Thank you. That was a political forum that I was going to be hosting, but unfortunately, I will not be able to host that because I will be attending the NAACP Freedom Fund banquet in Grand Prairie, where I will be receiving the President's Award. But we got a lot of things going on. We're just knocking them out the box. But one of the things we need to do is we need to ban the box. Could you talk to us about that?
Let me tell you, I have made Fort Worth a ban the box city. And that happened, I think, in 2015. And that's the importance of being with the National League of Cities, learning from what they bring to the table. A lot of folk don't know, but when you look for a job and you've got paper on you or you've got a criminal record, those people who are looking at your resume have the option to look at it. When they see that box check, yes, I got some problems, it goes in the trash can. The way Fort Worth is now, not the whole city, but the municipality, the city of Fort Worth, we have banned the box. That criminality question is no longer on job applications with the city of Fort Worth. What that does is give you the option of being considered, as opposed to just taking a shot. And so I'm real proud of that. Now, we don't know how many people have gotten jobs because of ban the box, because HR records are private. You understand that. But it's one thing that will affect more people than many of us realize. So I'm real proud that Fort Worth is a ban the box city.
That helps out in a lot of our communities. I'm just straight up our communities, African American communities, because oftentimes we are the last ones hired, the first ones fired, and a lot of times if we have records, we don't get a second chance. Right. Reentry programs are not designed for African Americans. We are the throwaway people in America. We're normally the first one in the bad stats.
Yeah.
The good stats, we're not. You hear it all the time. African Americans leave and say, "Wow, you buy your stat, you go, here they go, they're gonna hit us again." They never hit us with one that says, out of all of the people that are graduating from college. Graduating from college and now entering into the SMU Law School
at 16.
At 16.
Hello.
We don't talk about that one, but we talk about the others.
I saw that little girl on TV, and I just like to meet her parents. It's like, what kind of parents are these that produce these kids who are just wizards? Because I think one of her siblings is 11 or something and taking classes older, and here she is 16 going to SMU. What kind of parents produce those kind of kids?
Yeah, I don't know, because mine didn't. It took me, I got there, I was 26, and she's there at 16.
Boy, well, my mom...
And I'm still there, and I'm 57.
Well, I got you by some years. I'm 64.
Yep.
When I was going to graduating from North Texas State University, not UNT.
Wait a minute.
North Texas State University.
Next thing you're going to start talking about East Texas State University instead of Texas A&M Commerce.
Well, that ain't my argument, but I just want to make sure people know where I graduated from. My mom asked the question, well, do you want to stay and work on your master's? I said, Mama, all I got to do is count 3, 2, 1 in the field I'm going in, which was radio, TV, film. I don't need nothing else. So Michelle McGregor and I always talked about us being low achievers. We were just content.
Well, the reason why I'm getting my PhD is because I don't want to pay back my student loans. So they keep saying,
keep it going.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
So look out law school. I may be seeing her at SMU getting in law school.
Maybe she can help her
Yeah,
brother
maybe
out.
I'll cheat off of her.
Yeah.
That's what I will go ahead and do.
She makes us proud.
She does. She does. Well, in the closing minutes that we have,
Is it time to go?
It's almost time to go. You know,
I'm having a good time.
Remember, we got to go next door and jack them up.
Kick some butt.
Yeah, we got to do that. They don't know that.
Over there.
Yeah. Are they big guys?
Not
like I'm scared or nothing like that. But I just want to see how far I got to step back when they fall.
I think you got it. I think you got it.
I got my concealing.
Okay, we got this Bonnie and Clyde type
Thank
thing.
you.
There we go. There you go. There we go. So why should we be elected? When is election time?
The election time is just like Tanel told you a while ago. It's in May.
We have to say it for the people who are listening.
May 4th, and early voting starts on the 22nd of April. And what I would tell folk is, being on the city council should not be an on-the-job training opportunity. I know that there are 4 other people who are running for my seat. I think I made it so attractive everybody wants this seat. But continuity is very important. I have chaired the National League of Cities Economic Development Committee, brought some work and knowledge here for that, brought elected officials from around the country to Fort Worth to see just what we had to offer. We were in Arlington one year at General Motors, but I bring experience and I have a record, and it's a damn good record. I know I have a real good record, so that's why I need to go back. What I look at is we have zoning issues that always cause us fighting. Jesse will tell you, if you try to bring apartments to my part of my district that's on John T. White Road, Cooks Lane, and East Chase, we're going to fight you. And I tell folk who want to bring that, we're going to fight you, we're going to win. I had some folk who wanted to bring some little tiny houses from a church, a black church. And so I told the guy, I said, well, who on your board is going to live in a little tiny house? After I meet them, then we can talk, but until then, we're going to fight you. And so the fight has to continue, and you got to know how to fight something.
Well, hold on. You for the church.
Sure is. My dad's a preacher.
Okay, all right, so you use that one. Because I was about to say, because, you know, black churches, I'm going to say it, black churches like that, I mean, you know, they say if you fighting, that's like fighting God.
I know, but let me tell you something. These little tiny houses, have you seen them?
Mm-mm.
They're in Austin.
It's like a little bit of tiny houses that tiny people live in.
Yeah, well, no, it'd be for you and me, but we'd be living in this. This would be a little tiny house. I didn't want that in my district. I don't live next to that. It would hurt your property values. But what happens is we have to have the knowledge to know what's good and what's bad and what's going to hurt, development. And so we have areas where we should have apartments, but I still haven't found nowhere where anybody wants little tiny houses. And folk who have these bad zoning and development ideas, they never live where they want to put that stuff.
Because I saw some of those houses before. They make them real small, where basically that you only have to be a certain height or so to get into.
Yeah, and you can roll it around.
Right, exactly.
Well, whoever wants that, let them live in it. Okay. But in my district, we like property, we like land. That's why we have horses in my district. We like agricultural zoning. Now, it doesn't mean that we're opposed to anything that's kind of trendy like the little tiny houses are, but until the folk I represent tell me, well, yeah, we like that, we fight. And so I bring the experience of the fight. We just rezoned the Lake Arlington area. Wherever you have water, you should have beautification. Those folk who own property over there and businesses but didn't live in the district had trashed it out. And so when you go down that access road now, it's cleaned up, Jesse, okay? And so you got to know how to fight, but you got to know when to fight. And you got to have your people come to the fight with you. So when my folks show up with red shirts at City Hall knows District 5 is pissed off. And we got it like that.
Man, I can see why. You said pissed off and then you wearing red shirts. That's not good.
Hey.
So, all right. What's the matter, Strip? You okay? Yeah, all right.
Just to tell you,
all right.
I don't play.
All right, again, the election time is when?
May 4th, early voting, April 22nd.
All right, you've been listening to the Commiss Radio Show. We're getting ready. That's close enough to read. We're getting ready to go next door. That cap was anywhere they used to read.
I'm an AKA.
I'm an alpha.
But I'm a I know you are.
I know that.
1906.
I know we're going to do this together. We're going to do this.
Right. I'm with you.
All right, okay. All right.
I got my tennis shoes on, too.
All right, that'll work. We'll see you guys next week. Stay tuned for listening to the Commiss Radio Show. We will be back next week. All right? Strip.
Let's go kick some butt.
Hello, I'm City Councilwoman Gyna Bivens, running for Reelection to represent the more than 100,000 people who live in City Council District 5. I've made Fort Worth the box city, houses in South 6 where they haven't been built before, and I'm preserving the zoning around that east-west corridor. I need to go back to office. Vote for me.
Leave it on. That's my song too.